was born in Brooklyn, New York, lived with my mother, my father, and my younger sister. When I was 6 years old, my mother was diagnosed with lupus, and at the age of 9, she was diagnosed with kidney failure. My parents separated when I was 8 years old, so from then on, I started bouncing from home to home. I was in and out of shelters from the age of 8 years old to 13. My sister, my mother, and I lived in a one-bedroom, and we all lived on the same bed. No one knew at school that my mother was actually in the hospital, and we were staying by ourselves. My education was important to me because my mother instilled this drive in me that I had to do better for our family.
At FSU, CARE supports first-generation students who are also low income and who therefore really need an extra helping hand to be successful at the university.
CARE helps me with my finances. They help advise me where to go, what scholarships to apply for.
We do a lot of work with students from their transition to the university all the way until their graduation. So students come in through our Summer Bridge program, and we work with them in orientation and different workshops and activities that they do.
I lost my mom at the age of 19. My sophomore year of college. I feel like I was very caught up in my life at school, so I wasn't as attentive as I should have been to my mother. I would speak to the CARE staff because I felt like I had to make a decision to stay at FSU and get a degree or go back home and take care of my mother.
A lot of the students may feel like they have to go home and fix the problem and leave because they are not in the midst of it, or they're not going through it like their siblings or other family members are going through it. I think we provide an outlet for students in this case where they can breathe or vent and let something out in a healthy environment, in an environment where there's people who support and love them.
Another thing that CARE does for students is give them a sense that, well, here's a community of people who are like me, who've maybe faced some of the same obstacles that I've faced.
Just growing up, you just feel like the outsider all the time. No one understood what it was like to have an ill parent or be homeless. I'm not sure how I would have made it through my first few years in college, going through my mother's death and not having a support system.
Their stories just break your heart, but their grit is really inspiring, because you can see these are students who've overcome difficulties, and with the support of each other, they can overcome those challenges of college.
We read every single essay of every applicant that comes in. What we're looking at is that student who's shown that they have the resiliency, they will use that to be successful at Florida State.
It gives you hope to be around all these students who are pushing forward through their adversities. So they all have the same drive as you, and they all want to get a degree because they're the first to do so in their families. And that's what CARE has provided me. They've provided me with a family.